Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to sunny London. I think it's sunny. We don't see much of it at from the conference. We get stuck in hotel rooms all day talking about ME, of course. Can I say that it has been an enjoyable 3 days, intense, and I think the young people who came along really inspired many of us with their enthusiasm, determination, and commitment to the cause. And I think the teamwork that's going on, the collaboration is really world-class. It's really good. And, you know, I feel, on the other hand, I get despondent sometimes when I see it all happening and it's great. And then I think, we're coming out of Europe. How dare they? You know, how dare they take us out of Europe? So many young people coming from European countries and working together. It's been a long battle to get that going, and it's beginning to work. You'll hear some fantastic work today, and you'll have the opportunity to get stuck in and ask some questions. But just first, I want to say, Invest in ME, there's a lot of work. I don't see them a lot, twice or thrice a year, but I just want to say that they do so much work, more than just this conference. They work behind the scenes, helping people, giving advice, chasing people up, thinking about medical help, trying to worry doctors into doing something instead of just yakking away, but doing something to help people. And their commitment, again, is second to none. And it's Richard and Pia, thank you very, very much for setting up these conferences. You've dedicated your life to it. Don't give up now. The day will come when you have to think, what else am I going to do, because we're going to conquer ME. We're going to conquer it. It's getting, I get more confident each year as the work comes out and people start asking the right kind of questions. We're not there yet, but research does take time. But your help from the patient groups and support workers in the field really inspire us and make us want to do it. It's you that do it. You are important. I'm kind of interested in political processes, and I know the patient groups, like in Washington, D.C., hunting packs. You know, when they go up on Capitol Hill and they say, you better start looking for another job, Mr. or Mrs. Senator, because we're going to do something and we're going to get people in that stop talking but get something done. And that's what's beginning to happen, that people are starting to think of new kind of treatments and getting new systems going. And I just want to get this out the road. We're not forgetting benefits. I know the struggles that people are having in this country to get their benefits, the social benefits and so on. I know the way that doctors are treating patients, and it's absolutely scandalous. It's gone on for years, and we're getting stuck in. There's a woman I know in Sheffield who I said last night was the most dangerous woman in Britain. And she's not been arrested yet, and she won't be arrested because they won't get to her. We'll keep moving her around. But there are people who are really, really out there who don't get to this meeting, but are doing really good work out there to support people who have ME. Now, our first two speakers both come to the United States. They're amazing. Their support has been really good in terms of interactions, and the work that they do for the ME community is second again to none. Even, you know, the parallel Richard in their commitment as well. And they contrast very sharply with the visitor we're going to have next week called Donald Trump in London, who can't get a room in London to stay in. The Queen can't have him, she's too busy, and she's got nobody to make the beds up and so on. So he can go to a nice Holiday Inn or somewhere, as long as he tells us where it is, because we'll be waiting, Donald. And if you try to play golf on some of your golf courses in Scotland, we're certainly waiting for you on the 18th, you know. And I've never seen the police activated. The last time he came up at Troon, he was playing golf, and we were there. And people were flying in all sorts of aeroplanes over it. And the police were really freaked out, you know, because there were these sort of flying machines flying over the castles of Ayrshire and so on. And they, you know, didn't bother him, but nothing bothers that man. And I can't see him coming out for ME. I just wish he would. If he came out and said ME, come on then, Donald, fine, give us the money and shut up, go away and play a bit more golf. But that's not going to happen. So we're going to make sure that politicians of all ilks listen and don't just talk about it, but do something in their communities. Make sure the money can come forward to help people. The money's there. We know in Brexit how much money is being spent on consultants to consult us how to get out of Europe. Who employed them? Who put them up to the job? I just love people in Ireland. They don't have a government there. It's great, Declan, really good. How have you managed to survive? Must be people called civil servants that are doing it all, you know. So, I mean, you know, last night I said at the dinner that, well, I want to take all the MPs in Parliament, I'm going to close the House of Lords and make it a car park, but the House of Commons, I'm going to take all 650 of them and dump them on the Shetlands without food or water, no ferries, no planes coming in, and see how they like it, because people are suffering and they're doing a lot of talking but doing nothing about it, not committing themselves to it. So there are things happening, and we're going to make sure in the ME community you'll hear the work that's going on, that's going to be translated into making lives better for a lot of people who've suffered in silence sometimes far too long. So, Richard, Pia, thank you again for all what you've done again in getting this conference going and making sure that the matter is not forgotten. And thank you, the audience. You'll have a chance to get stuck in and say what's happening about whatever, and that's the kind of spirit we want.